Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the goals section of Coach Yourself to Success using the GROW model so you can finally get what you want. Now, we're going to take a look at how to set goals or how to come up with the goals that we're looking to set. But first, as always, we're going to take a look at inspirational words. And in this case, they're from Sir John Whitmore. Now, Mr. Whitmore says that coaching is unlocking people's potential to maximize their own performance. And again, I couldn't agree with Mr. Whitmore anymore. This is absolutely true. We're here to unlock your potential, to maximize your performance. You've got this course because you know you can do more. You know that deep inside you, there is so much more potential than what you're showing at the moment, and that you can perform so much better. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're here to do. So let's jump on it and get started. Okay. So the first step is to establish your goal. And to do this, we're going to answer the following question. What do I want to achieve? It's as simple as that. What do I want to achieve? What do I need to achieve? Okay. Again, like we said before, if we don't know where we're going, how are we going to get there? So throughout this course, we're going to be answering questions. I'm going to be throwing questions out to you. And we're going to be answering these questions. And also on your worksheets, each section comes with a worksheet. So after you're done watching this video, you'll get your worksheet out and you'll answer a bunch more questions. And this is going to build that self-awareness and that self-responsibility that we were talking about earlier. So how are we going to establish our goal? Well, by asking yourself the right questions. And this is what we just said. Coaching is about asking questions, about getting that potential that you have deep inside, getting those answers that you have deep inside outside so that you can see them, evaluate them, and act on them. Now, we're going to need to create one positive sentence that describes what we want to achieve, and it always has to be in the positive, folks. So, for instance, a positive statement would be, I want to lose 5 kilos of belly fat by the end of May, by May 30th. Now, an example of a negative statement would be, I don't want to smoke anymore, or I don't want to eat so much anymore. Okay, we're already framing this negatively, and we're already coming up with a negative. So we don't want to ever frame our goals negatively. We always want them in the positive. Our subconscious mind is very sensitive to positive and negative suggestions. It's a very powerful and very effective tool. So we always want to feed it positive things. Okay, great. So let's take a look at details. We want to state this goal in as much detail as possible. So we have to dive into the details. What's it going to look like? Okay. Imagine for a second that you've already achieved your goal. Let's say you've quit smoking, or let's say you've achieved 50% more sales throughout the third quarter, and you've already gotten there. Sit back, close your eyes, and imagine that you've already achieved this goal. Imagine what you would look like with 5 kilos less of belly fat. What would it look like? How would people treat you? How would your clothes fit? You need to imagine all these details, and not only imagine them, but then you need to write them down. How would your business look? How would your bottom line look if you had 50% more sales in the next 3 months? How would people look at your business? How would people look at you? How would your family look at you? How would they treat you? Okay, again, what will it look like? And write down all of these details, and as much detail as you can possibly come up with. The more details you can come up with, the better. What would it be like once you've achieved this goal? What is your life going to be like? What are you going to be like? What is that change going to be like that you've achieved? Because again, once you've achieved these goals, and once you continue to achieve goals, you're going to change as a person. You're going to grow as a person. What's it going to be like? This is going to give you great motivation and great amounts of impulse to actually achieve these goals. Now, second, we have to make sure that our goal is measurable. Okay, and by measurable, I mean we need to put numbers on it. Now, in my first example, or in all the examples I gave you, I made them measurable. And by measurable, again, let's say the 5 kilos. Well, just stating 5 kilos, that's measurable because we can see if we've lost 5 kilos or 4.5 or 5.5 or 6, whatever. Okay, so it needs to be measurable. But not only that way, we need to be more specific. 5 kilos, maybe we're losing it off our legs. Is that where we wanted it? I don't know. But if we say 5 kilos of belly fat, then we know specifically that we want it off our belly. So then we can plan accordingly. We can do the things that we need to do to get rid of the 5 kilos of belly fat. And then also we made it measurable, or we made it in time, measurable in time. So when do we want it by? Next month. Okay, the end of this month, let's say. So the 30th of whatever month it is, we want to have those 5 kilos of belly fat off our body, right? So again, we can plan accordingly to make that happen. It has to be measurable. Otherwise, you don't know when you're going to get there. So folks, write this down and make it measurable. Put a date on it. Put details on it. And make sure that you can actually measure it. Okay? If you don't, you will not know how. You will not know when you've achieved it, how you've achieved it, or if you've even achieved it. And again, this is a simple question. How will you know if you've achieved your goal if it's not measurable? Well, you won't. Okay? So we need to know how we're going to know that we've achieved it. And we'll do that by making the goal measurable. So does it motivate you? This is probably one of the biggest, most important keys to goals. Does it motivate you? Right? Now, if you sit back and you imagine when you've completed this goal, and you say, that's all right. That's not really, no big deal. Is this goal going to motivate you to get up in the morning, to do exercise? Is it going to motivate you to get into your business every day and look at the metrics and read the metrics and measure everything every day, day in and day out? And when the going gets tough, is the outcome of this goal going to motivate you? Well, if it doesn't, you're not going to achieve it, okay? Plain and simple. And I know you've probably faced this situation before because we've all faced it before. Motivation is huge when you're setting goals and when you're trying to achieve goals. So, how challenging or exciting is it? Is it going to get you out of bed at 5:30 in the morning to get on the treadmill or to write sales copy or to do whatever it is you need to do to achieve this goal? Now, how easy is it? Is it super easy? Is it going to challenge you? If it's so easy that you're going to get it done by tomorrow, really? I mean, is that worth it? Okay, great. So how challenging and exciting is it? Again, don't wait. Get out your worksheet right now. You didn't buy this course to listen to me talk. You bought this course to get results and to increase your performance. You want real results right now, so don't wait. Get out your worksheet, answer the questions. Don't even wait for me to finish this video. Do the work right now. Don't wait. Do it while you're motivated and while you're hot. And I'll see you in the next video.